Alrighty then, welcome back to another Mentorship Monday. Today is August 28th, 2023, and we are back at things. August this month happened to be one of those away with family quite a lot for me, and I know a lot of people take vacations before all of the kids get back in school and all that. We were one of those as well. So let's get started with things. We got a lot to catch up on. We got some really cool stuff here from today to do some market analysis of my own, and I'll show you guys one of my favorite trades of the day, and then we're going to do 4 reviews tonight. So we've got our work cut out for us. So let's get started right now.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is AlgoBox, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Oathroom.
All right, so it is Monday. I'll give a quick rundown on what we typically do on a Monday. Again, this is not specific training on individual strategies, but this is where we kind of bring things all together, where our members can come on a Monday and ask questions. I'll do a live microphone at the end where we can hop into that. If you are wanting to get on a microphone with me, we will hit into the Vinny Jams Live section on the left-hand side of our Discord, and we'll open up the mic there for questions at the end. I'll also go to the Ask Vinny Questions section there on the left, and we will start off where we were from last week to answer any questions that got dropped in there, where I can answer those live here and show examples, etc. So tonight I do want to show a couple of my favorites. Here it was our Lucky Sevens play. Came in a little bit early. Let me get my drawing tool here real quick. All right, let's try that again. There we go. All right, so end of day right here, that is a beautiful enigma. These are the types that you like to see. You get a move down and against, typically is a trap, one of my favorites inside of a trap to catch an enigma. I add into, well, now add in, I start into my position on the enigma to the long side. I'm hoping for a second one. As you guys know, I really love a double enigma into the end of day play. My second one didn't come till way over here after the close, literally at the 4 p.m. close there, so that's not going to count as my double. However, look what I got in right here. So I get into my position right here at the entry, then I add right here on this dot, and then I final add right here on the shark. Why? What is this line right here? Pop quiz. What is that pink vertical line? What does that represent, and why might I want to be adding around that? Pop quiz. Now again, if you have not been through our training, you might not know what this is, but if our members who have been here for a while, you guys will know exactly what that is. And if you don't, again, this is that time where you should be taking notes of things that you really should know if you're going through our training program. This is a timing line. We call this the SMOK timing lines. Those are the groupings of 4 lines: small, medium, large, and king. That is a king size pink line right there. You'll notice the gap of space in between this pink, and look at that space in between over to the right. Again, king timing landing right there. This tends to signal the end of an accumulation zone. As you can kind of see, if you understand what we have taught before, and again, I'm not the originator of this idea, markets move in accumulation distribution. Now, there's some argument to be had on accumulation. They want to add one other. If you want to, people like to get a little fancy and say, well, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Well, there's not always a manipulation, so I like to go with the OG, ACDC. We've got a distribution down. We accumulate in this area, and then we begin the distribution again. A distribution is going to be one of those that we try to catch. We want to ride a distribution leg. That's where you're going to get the juice. That's where you're going to get your runners, etc. So beautiful opportunity to catch one of those here. Now, how do you know when one of those ends? Oftentimes they will end around a king timing line. Even this one right here, you'll see the pink right there, right after the Enigma. So I thought this was a good opportunity. And sure enough, even off of that first entry, if I go in a position where I'm going for a 10 and a 15 target on a low time frame, I'm going to get that even out of that first leg off of the Enigma. Let's do that with our measuring tool to see what that looks like. So if I'm measuring this leg right here, that leg is actually a total of 52 ticks that you can see right there. I mean, who's going to complain about 52 ticks? So that king timing, remember, king timing there, still called 52 ticks of a move, even though it's not the main distribution of this position. In fact, this was a wide zone accumulation where the entire zone itself was worth 50 plus ticks. That's pretty nice. It's awesome. Love to catch those. And then when you can add to it even more so, you've got one coming as here is the opportunity king 1, and there's king 2, right? We call this K1, call this K2. So K2, the higher they get, the more powerful they're going to become. So write that one down here tonight. If you've got multiple kings, you're going to start counting them as K1. It's going to be K2 and 3, etc. You get the drill, right? The higher that this gets, the bigger the opportunity as we come off. So here we go. On a 2, look at the move. So off of K2, let's get a measurement. This is going to be from the king timing. And if we were to catch the top of the move to a red dot here, look at that. Exactly 100 ticks to that dot. Now, does anyone find that coincidental? I don't think so. This is obviously controlled by, and again, I'm not a ICT fanboy. He likes to mix truth with fiction, and his is a whole lot of fiction and no action. But around here, yes, he is quite divisive, but on occasion, he does tell you the truth. Yes, these are controlled by algorithms, but it's plural, not a single algorithm that is controlled by some weird monster entity. But that is exactly 100 ticks from tip to tip there, and I don't find that coincidental at all, especially there at the end of the day. So great opportunity to take that one easy with our tools, because you see green, green, and green. So even if you don't know those things, this is why AlgoBox is so powerful and makes it easy for me on a 1, 2, and a 3. I'm not the greatest trader on the planet, but if I've got AlgoBox in my hands, I am going to be much better than I am without it. In fact, people have said, well, Vinny, you're good at this because you've got, you've been doing this a long time and blah, blah, blah. Okay, maybe I take that into account. However, I've said before, if you take away AlgoBox from me, man, I'm just like everybody else. It's like pie without a spinach. I am nothing without the AlgoBox tool sets. I want to point out a few more things here of how powerful the tools were. Did we call that top there? Do you see any other tools out there that can call a top like that? No? How about this one that coincides? Multi-time frame calling the tops. Do we find that coincidental? I don't think so. It seems like our tool kind of picked that out now, didn't it? Pretty neat, pretty neat. Like that divergence right there off of the highest time frames, and there we are with a red dot shark. Now again, are we trying to pull a 1,000 tick move off of the highs here? No, but if you grab one of these off of the 89, that's still worth 80 to 90 some odd ticks, even if you're behind it on a red dot inside of a shark off of the 89. Now, do we want to take a play off of that? Not really. You're going to have a lot higher risk, but the reward opportunity needs to be counted in there. So let's do the measurement off of that. One more, Control F3, from top down to the triangle there. That is going to be 141 tick drop there. Again, with the multi-confluence, multi-time frame, you should learn how to do this with our multi-time frame analysis, which I teach you. Read from left to right, highest time frame down to the lowest. We want to go with the highest time frame, which is here. Remember, we have 5 time frames, 1, 2, 3 for your final filter. We move to the right. We make our selection off of, kind of think of this, I kind of almost think of it like an air filter at your house. Boom, we got the high time frames, zoop, flip through here, and now I'm going to be taking an execution on a big or a small down here. The risk is going to be lower down here. The reward is going to be higher here. I would like to combine these two together to make a decision, but I am trying to focus on execution versus the analysis. Let the analysis be done with the tools. Don't overthink it. play what you see in front of you. That's how we approach the video game. And don't forget that everything that we talk about here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is how I approach the markets. This is how I do things. If you're interested in how I do things, I'm not telling you that you should do it, but this is how I do it. And of course, don't forget, trading is risky and most traders lose money, but AlgoBox, I think if you're going to be a trader, might help you. That's my opinion. All right, let's talk about some of your trades. We talked about mine. Did I cover all the ones I wanted to showcase here today? I mean, there's so many good ones, honestly. Like we had double divergence down here that pushed that all the way up. We'll look at this one right here. That is a monster right there off of that moon plus the divergence. I mean, combine the tools, you're going to get some monster trades. Beautiful stuff here. If you know of a tool that's better than ours, please come and tell me about it. Don't forget, we have the VM guarantee. My VM guarantee is that if you find a tool better than mine, don't buy it for yourself. I'll buy it for you. Come show it to me, showcase it, and if it makes more money per hour than we do in general, I will absolutely buy one copy for myself, and as a thank you to you, I'll buy you a copy too. All right. Speaking of, is that also a Richie? Which time frame? Ditosima Trading said, is that also a Richie? Can you show me which time frame? I'm looking for a Richie. I do see the spike here. Which time frame are you looking at, my friend? I got the 3s, the 6s, 9s, 24s. Richie's not sticking out to me at the moment. Did I miss it? Anybody see the Richie that he's talking about? Talking about this one. We do see this, and there's kind of a... I see it, but remember, a Richie's very smooth if you're talking about the lowest time frame. So I'd go with the no if you're talking about this one. But I see where you can get in that. Yes, I see where you're trying at that, but don't force it. I always tell people all the time, do not force them. Oh, and the Enigma shows. I see what you're saying. So right here, and then zip, zip. Yeah, it's not perfect though. Remember, an Enigma is I'm sorry, not an Enigma. A Richie is very specific. Okay, I'll tell this to everybody. Okay, I think I first told this with John, Mr. Man of Gold in our crew, was that don't be a cloud watcher. So, when people look up in the clouds and like, oh, hey, you see in the clouds, looks like Bart Simpson, or hey, there's a chariot in the clouds. It's just a cloud. Sometimes it's just a cloud. When you're looking for things, if you've got to make the shape, if you're trying hard to like make it out, don't. Okay, so this is just a cloud here going on. You're trying to see something in it. Be careful of forcing yourself to see things inside of things. So it's a good lesson to talk about right there. It will be absolutely obvious. It is either absolute or it is not. And if it's not, leave it alone. Make sense? Okay. Let's see. Did we catch any other pivots I wanted to chat about? Yes, I wanted to chat about this one right here. Okay, so if you are doing the masher, as I have stated many times, one of the most powerful things you can do on a higher time frame filtering is simply come in and draw these lines off of your mashers. So let's look at this pivot here. That's going to be right here, F6. All right, so any previous return to that, I want to take an opportunity for a turn and in the direction of the trend. So in this trend moving up here today, you can see the masher tip right here that correlates directly with this one over here. Let's look up and look at that. Again, massive correlation with the masher, going to give you those very visual ideas of thinking, is this one that I want to try? If we're tagging in with something that correlated as a turning point, which there is, see the big turning point right here? Do you see how this correlated directly with this later in the day? This was 320. Okay. Early in the day, this was 1:56 p.m. Same session, as I've told you guys before too, especially if they're in the same session, they are even more powerful. Now, can I do it from a morning? Yes, I can. In fact, that's why I tell you, go ahead, and that's why I want this nice and wide. We'll look for the ones during the morning as well to see if they come in and play into the afternoon. Looks like that same level, look at that, reached again, and look at the turn. Are y'all seeing this? If you see that masher, type masher in the chat here tonight. That masher is such a powerful play. you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the Masher strategy video on the AlgoBox official channel. And again, it is in the free section, so check it out. Worth a look, in my opinion. All right. And if you don't see the Masher, type it 2. That way I'm just curious of how many people are hanging out here with us here tonight that are new with us, that don't really know what we're talking about on those. But let's go into some of your own trading. I'm going in the left-hand side of Discord. I'm going to go into the vids for review, and we have 4 of these I'd like to get through here tonight. And we're going to start with this one right here. Well, let's go up here to the top. Let's start with BBQ Sizzle. This is an old school throwback here, but I saw something really cool in his play the other day. And let me pause the music here because a lot of these already have music in them. And let's have a look. First of all, totally digging the intro. Come on, look at that intro. If you like this intro, type BBQ in the chat. All right, so on this first play, so there are some things here that, you know, he and I had some chats about. This is a little, you know, this is a while ago. This is back in February of this year. Yes, but I want to talk about, like, there were some other members who are still kind of using some of their old habits. Okay, so again, eventually worked with him, talked with him through, you know, some of the stuff that he was doing there. I like that he's entering in on this play here, but he's, you know, pretty far behind on this play. But, you know, he cannot get away from his old methods here. This is obviously not one of our chart types. I can't even tell which label it is, but I remember when I first talked to him about this, I was like, you know, why are you using this? I mean, are you doing better with it? And, you know, he really was. You know, we had this coming to Jesus moment of being honest. Like, it really was not helping him do any better using, you know, additional charts and different charts, and eventually came to the conclusion that, yes, we need to come back to ours. But let's keep playing here on this one. This is an HMD short off the top, high time frame. This is a 5s. So again, risk is higher, but reward is also higher here. Way behind on the entry here on this first one, as you can tell. Time of day is we are within the 940 to 950. So take a note of that, 940 to 950. What do we know about that? Pop quiz time. What is this called between 940 and 950? Again, that's what we do here tonight on the Mentorship Mondays. We kind of bring it all together. 940 to 950. What is this 10-minute zone? What do I call this? All right, pop quiz. So you should have said this is the 10-minute window of the first major opportunity for reversal in the mornings. We oftentimes get the markets off sides, catch a trap, and we move the other way. This is oftentimes a very nice reversal opportunity. So he should have had, you know, mentally, he is finger on the trigger, ready to go with this. Looks like a nice juicy trap. Everybody's looking up, and then trap, move. This can be a very big move off of that position there. So 940 to 950, also another good opportunity for thinking about that. Now, I just realized he's long on this. Hold on. Wait, he's long on this. I thought he was taking a short. Dude, I have no idea what he's doing on this. Look, this is what happens. I'll probably use it like this. Here's the new assessment on this. Using other charts, really messing you up. I have no idea why he's going long right here, but okay, there we go. So he's offsides by about $800 here. Let's see what happens on this first play. Maybe you see something I don't see. I don't see it. Bias trend day. Okay. So looking around the charts, I do not see favorable direction. So he's also, oh, there it is. No, I'm just kidding. It's right there. Short's favorable. Okay, so short's favorable, but he's going long. Okay, early 940 reversal. All right, so I don't know what the play is though. I genuinely do not see the long here. Okay, now he's got something, small DCDM in a range. I know he's in a position big enough. RTY had big fast drop, but YMES NQ not as much. RTY stop hunt 930. Okay, again, all this stuff that Again, I don't teach any of this, right? This is that stuff that, we had some coming to Jesus moments, and he's done a lot better recently. So I think that I'd like to see some of his updated stuff. All at the same time, he's been really helping us out in the room and things. But this was a great example of, again, a lot of times we can learn of things not to do, but be careful when you hear people saying things that you don't hear me say. I don't say this stuff. When did I ever talk about stop hunt 930? Y'all don't hear me say this stuff. So be very careful of this type of stuff. A lot of people have old things that they've been around. BBQ is an old ex-ICT student. So, let's give him some credit on that he's, he's mixed up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? All right. RTY already recovered from drop, more upside. I don't teach any of this stuff, so be careful. Don't just because somebody puts something in a video, folks, don't don't put too much weight into it.
NQ wave dot NQ harmonic.
NQ2 delta.
Use the opportunity to sharpen chart skills. Okay, don't know what that means, but okay. Hopefully he's going to be moving some stuff around. So it looks like he's got a limit order sitting there to add to his position for a double cross reversal. Okay, added to his position. I'm going to speed it up a little bit.
YM1 delta. NQ2 delta.
Coming into king timing. Trailing, stop loss covered. He said cover. I didn't see what he said. Why he covered right there. Oh, he just moved his stop up. Okay. Yeah, I'm not usually a big fan of moving the stop up. All you're doing is basically taking away from your trade position. Some other people did this as well. I've got some examples here tonight to show you guys about why I tell you not to do this. Do not do this stuff. You should wait and exit as a position goes in your direction. We'll talk about that, and you'll see some examples on how to add more to your position rather than doing this trailing stop thing that just ultimately ends up coming back. You lose more ticks. You should really exit on a high or a low, depending on the direction. But let's just give an example of going long. You want to end as the position is moving in your direction, not coming back against you. It's really a bad idea. I'll show you why.
Yes, harmonic. Yes,
Lots of wiggles, no reason to move that up. It does nothing for you.
YM1 harmonic NQ DCDN yes RTY
Pink dot swing over adds to confidence as target. Pink dot swing over. No idea what he means by that, but again, I think he was lost by ICT to begin with, so he's still trying to shake off some ICT at this point. Starting to look at the dollars. Okay. I don't know why we got to move all this stuff around. You guys know my thing on fidgeting. I mean, he's all over the place. And I think he's trying to teach at the same time. I think he's trying to point out things on his chart. I get it. That's why I always tell you guys, slow down your mouse so that you won't be doing all this stuff. I think if you're just steady Eddie, you'd be better off here. But here we go. Red dot Pierce going as expected. So I would have rather seen him close out his position here on a red dot, especially near a king. Close out the position or half the position off as it breaks, then add back to the position if he really does think this is going to continue on. Now, we notice that the bias has changed here. The bias is longs favorable. Why? Because it crossed over. I didn't realize how close we were to the open. I just paid attention to that open line. That is the gold line open right there. So there really wasn't a full heavy bias. there on that. I apologize. I have to get this. All right. Let's carry through the play here. Again, mouse all over the place. I hope he has hotkeys. Missed that note. What did he say on that note? Waiting for fast move up, getting ready to close. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, make it make it pay you. Hold to the opposing signal, right? Everybody should be chanting in their head. Hold to the opposing signal. Hold to the opposing signal. Yes, and yeah, you're right. And BBQ just put in the room there. Favorable direction is weighted heavier in the afternoons. Yes, that is more important in the afternoons. 100%. That's true. And we're sitting here right here at the open, so both plays and reversal time and all that. And so big double cross reversal here out of the zone, pushing its way up. Let's see how this goes. If an opposing signal shows up, we want to close out that position. That should be your goal whenever you are holding onto a position. Hold to the opposing signal. YM that he's talking about off screen there. YM J hook long adds confidence. Okay, so on another screen, he's saying that there was a YM J hook long adding confidence to holding on to his play on the RTY. Okay, now all that moving around, you notice he continues to move this stop up. This is a habit that is so bad for traders, and so many people do it, and idiots teach it, okay? This is nonsense. This means nothing. Just hold your finger over the close. If you need to close out your position, close it out yourself, and close out on a high. Like, imagine if he gave this back. Do you know how much? I don't even know how much it's worth. Oh, this is at 28.1 down back to 26.8. You're talking about multiple points that you'd be willing to just give up. It just makes no sense because you're like, oh, I'm gonna feel safer because I'm moving this up, bro. Why not? If you're that scared, just close it out at that moment. If you are feeling like you need, listen, you're done. The play's over for you. Okay, you are mentally warped. You can't. Don't do it. All right, help yourself out. Hold to the opposing signal, right? Write it all down. Everybody type in the chat. Type it in the chat right now. Hold to the opposing signal. Or, I'm sorry, hold until. Or hold till. If you want to be in Texas, till. That's what we like to say. We like, hold till. Till. Hold till the opposing signal, okay? Which in regular English speak, hold until the opposing signal. When you see the red show up, close the position. If you need to re-add to position, a half on afterwards, great, add it back, but do not do this nonsense of continuously moving your stop up. If you want to move your stop up, press the buy button, okay? Press the buy button. If you think it's still going to keep going anyways, press the buy button, okay? Hold it farther. Don't do this, moving your stop up. It is a waste of energy and waste of effort, okay? Carry on. Hold to the opposing signal, that's right. Hold to the opposing signal. McAfee histogram building. Another one of these. Actually, as I'm looking at the whole histogram, this thing has a long way to go. Does everybody see this? Look how long it's got to go. The previous turn was here. Do y'all see this? Talk about using the masher here. We're right here. Here's the high. Do y'all see how far that could go? On a masher. Another way to use this as if you're running this thing. Right? Am I really worried about it ripping back down the other way? Not really. The closest one would be here. Plenty of space, right? This is an opportunity where if you get some greens along this, add to the position. Hold that sucker out. Plenty of space. Hold it out, baby. Hold it. Hold it. Remember, no audio box. Okay. Speaking of audio box, not this current release, but I'm not sure. We don't have a date yet for it, but the release after the one we are going to be dropping within the next week or so here around the 1st, AudioBox will be local to you. You will be able to run your own AudioBox on any instrument that you want. Crypto, forex, any of the futures, stocks, anything with volume, you will be able to run AudioBox local, which also means you'll be able to run it in market replay or live sim. Anytime that you want, you'll be able to control it on your own PC. That's going to be a huge opportunity for everybody there. And those who have been missing out on Gold and Crude, we used to have Gold and Crude in the Discord room as a separate room there. You'll be able to run that yourself. That's going to be exciting. And don't forget, we did put in I meant to talk about this at the very beginning. Check the announcements room for our special offer that's still valid through September the 1st. You have 4 more days to get that's over there in the announcement section. And it does include the Enigma and the Enigma Bot Pro and the 3 fully automated robots there, Lunchbot Headshot and 2-Finger Salute. That is in the announcement section, so go check that one out.
NQ wave pivot. NQ use harmonic.
Nice, all the way up there. Hold until the opposing signal. Now, okay, Tom Dante's evolving our bro. Until Tom Dante shows a track record, can we please stop talking about the man? All right, all right, here we go. So he's almost there, and I like that we've changed our colors on the MACV because it's actually kind of hard for me to tell where that is, but we're getting closer to the first pivots right here. So if he sees a red opposing signal show up, red or pink, any kind of oppose here, that's where we want to close out the position. I would not just stick my target right here. I don't know why he's got his target right there. Is it because of the golden ropes? Maybe, but this could totally blast through that. Hold it all the way to the opposing signal is always my advice. Take that home with you here tonight.
Delta. YM1 Delta. Yes.
Okay, moving this stop up. Folks, if this is you, raise your hand. Everybody admit, how many of you do this? Okay, continuously moving your stop up. Does this make you feel good? Yeah, it does. Does it make you get paid? No. Does it make you get laid? No. Is this going to help you at all in any way in life whatsoever? Absolutely not. So please cut this out. Stop it. Just stop it.
Delta.
NQ drives pivot.
All this lost effort, moving these little things. Look how useless all this is. Look at all this useless clicking and moving. Ridiculous. Trailing stop loss to satisfy the greed. This isn't satisfying the greed. This is, I don't even know what it is. Like, oh, I feel safer. Oh, I feel safe. Listen, bro. All right. Like, I got a lot of things to say. All right. I'm a red-blooded Trump supporting machine. All right. Probably get our account's going to be banned one of these days. But you know what? The truth is the truth. You do not need a safe space. Okay. So stop creating your own safe space. Cut it out.
YM3's pivot.
Moving this up here, if that hits his stop, he's just giving away ticks. Look how many ticks he gave up. All right, there it is. So, does that make you feel better just giving up all these ticks? Does this make you feel better just giving all that up? I don't get it. I wouldn't do it. I'd be holding that sucker out until I get an opposing signal. Because what do you think's gonna? What are the odds? Even if that were to come down, it's probably going to do this again, right? And get some kind of signal up here. Close it out after you have seen an opposing signal. I promise you'll feel better. Okay. Could have made more money on original target, but I took the trade inside the trade. Let's see, are we at the close? Did we hit the top yet? Pretty darn close. So pretty close. No surprise. That could have absolutely been the end right there. But I would rather see you hold that sucker out until the opposing signal, and don't just start pushing up your trailing stop for no reason. You're just giving up a bunch of ticks. But hey, who's going to complain about a $10,000 day? He's up 9,871. So not a bad day. Overshoot these trades, runners should repay what's left on the table, and hopefully more. Series of trades, runners should be repaid. Okay, nonsense. If I didn't say it, don't say it. I mean, that was my best advice to those of you guys who are new with us or trying to work your way. If I didn't say it, quit the quotes. There we go. Moves back up. And if it goes red, close it up there. Here it comes higher, getting all your ticks back. There's all your ticks back right there. Hold it to the opposing signal, or you get a flip back in your direction. We're getting it back and wait till the first red bar. Nope, still keep going up. Not even a red bar yet. Might be right here. And do you see all of the ticks he could have gotten back? Do you see it? All right. If you see it, type ticks. Ticks. Who wants more ticks? If you want more ticks, type ticks in the chat right now. If you don't, type ICT, because he's the only loser here. All right. And Day Trader Paradise, aka Rocket Scooter. All right, there you go. Now I close the position. All right. If you're gonna do this nonsense of like, oh, I'm gonna jam with that, look, wait till it goes back in your direction and then close on the first red right here. All right, then I'll give you the applause. All right, then you can take a bow because you just gave up so much money right there. That's another $1,000. You would have been easily over 10K day right there, and you just gave it away for no reason other than safety. I felt safe. I feel safer. Don't do it. All right, next one. And no, I'm not just trying to beat people up. I'm trying to get you guys to remember things. All the trolls and their sad feelings. I think we got a 1-star review recently on our Trustpilot. Somebody put a 1-star review. It's like, oh, Vinny's mean. Vinny's got Napoleon syndrome, folks. I do not care. I'm 6'1", 215 pounds. Napoleon is the farthest thing from me. I wish I could shrink down a bit. I'm working on it. I'm losing some weight. All right, but let's go. All right, here we go. Mac V, mainly red, audio box blasting sellers. I like the sound of that. This is our newer, latest and greatest formats, easier to see. We've got our half and double and flatten all buttons over here on the right. You guys make sure you guys are using those or practice using those. Those are a new feature in our current release. Let's check this out on the latest and greatest. Mac V, mainly red. Okay, yes. Red audio box blasting sellers. All right, so I'm assuming he's looking for a short here. What's our time of day? 9:37. Good spot there, 9:37. It is after the 9:35, so we're good. First trade should always be after 9:35. Do not trade those first 5 minutes. In general, those are my personal rules. If you're following me and my rules, that's what you want to do. Good stuff. Here we go. 9:37 a.m. All right, first trade. Taking a short. What is the entry? Don't see it here. Don't see it here. I think he's just going off of audio box. Little bit dangerous, a little bit nervous, but let's look around the positives. Number one, he's got space down to the golden ropes. What's another bad thing here? Let's see. Is he taking? Oh, this is not ES. I'm sorry. I just noticed he's got a little bit of a different layout. He's got NQ across the top. He's got ES across the bottom. Okay, so he's using 3 time frames. Very cool. We got the 9s, the 5s, and the 2s. Okay, and down here should be less 1s, 7s. Okay, good. He's got some proper adjustments across the ES, using the ES as the guide. Okay, so this is a short off of the NQ. Again, still don't see the play here, but all right. Got to be careful. He's in the, look at the king timing space there. I'd prefer seeing that if you're going to just jump in after king timing. However, there could be a lot of space here. This is still large. So large, we're good. I could take a large play off of that. No worries. All right, getting into that short, and he's got a target down here. So if he's using that for a target, I'm proud of him. I'll take that. Let's go. Now, we can't hear AudioBox, but he did say that AudioBox was blasting. Well, no, how he couldn't. I don't know how he's saying audio. Maybe he has a recording. There is someone who has recorded these for us, so I'm going to assume that he's playing it back because he's using Market Replay. As of right now, current date, the AudioBox is not available on Market Replay, but it will be soon, so good opportunity for us to talk about that feature coming very soon. Boom, target filled, 490 on the day. Mac V red dot, audio box has sellers all over it. Okay, so he definitely must have a copy of that. Generally do not like having people trade on the ES. Oof. Also, I cannot see the speedometer. So I would be a little bit careful here. I think you need to adjust this so that you can see the speedometer. Add some additional pixels to your screen. This is very dangerous to not know what the speed is. And don't put, you've got double speeds, you should not do this. Okay, speedometer, take some horsepower off of your machine by taking the speedometer off of this chart. Do you have the same thing here? Yeah, there's no point. You should only have one speedometer. Everybody write this down if you didn't know this already. You should only have one speedometer. Okay, listen, this is like, I'm glad we're having these. Sometimes I don't know what you guys are doing, but when I see this stuff, this is bad. Okay, you don't want to have more than one speedometer. Yeah, it's like, what speed are you going? Well, on this one I'm going this one I'm going that. Yeah, just don't. Let's not do that. Okay, I don't think that's a good idea, at all. It's not going to help you. Okay, carry on. Sellers all over it. All right. Okay, getting short on a, looks like just a pure red dot here. Ugh. Okay, and close the position. Yeah, don't know. Not great. Not a great trade. Okay, like I would just let's filter a bit more. I think everybody could kind of see that you want to combine things. At a red dot, if he was doing it because we were breaking boxes, maybe. And again, don't trade ES directly unless the speed is super fast, which it did not seem like it was. Yeah, this is, I'm just, hopefully you guys know that I'm just repeating what I've already taught you in other videos, right? Okay, what's he got here? Moonshot. Speed's picking up on him. It's 940 to 950. You got to be careful of that reversal. Speed's coming in there pretty quick. Got to stop behind the Enigma. What's high time frame? It does have shorts favorable. Way behind on that entry. So on a scenario like that, I'd rather see you toe in the water as it comes up and into you, add to position up here so that you can kind of, again, you have this amount of space. If you're entering in immediately when you see the Enigma, especially on a higher time frame. Oh no, it's just twos. Okay. So it's not a higher time. I'm sorry. I'm so used to, if I see this up top, this is big for me. This is why it's very dangerous to be moving your charts around. I'm expecting anything up here in the top right for me is big and right here is small. So a little bit weird for me trying to adjust to your layouts. But okay, so smallest time frame. Yeah, still would be adding here, or not adding, entering here. Okay, recognizing that you're behind it, you should not go a full 8 down here, okay? You should be toe in the water, quarter position, and then adding to your position as it comes into you, final stop there, and then stops there to reduce your risk level on an Enigma play particularly. So be careful of that. Practice this one. Go back, play it here, add to position as the red shows up. As you get your dump down, you did not break the back of this, so you can add within this whole zone. You are welcome to add within this zone, but do not, don't put the full risk down here when you're behind on the entry and then, stuck with a difficult position there. Especially, I think you're early in the count. This is only trade number 2. Take your trade count into position as well. Great stuff. Got it. He's up 1,000 on the day. 2 trades in. Trade green Enigma exited when I heard a lot of sellers come in. Okay, no problem with that. Traded green Enigma. Where's that? Green Enigma. All right. Oh, there's another one of those. Why? I do not like the color change. Yes, I see it's a green little tag in there. But in general, I don't like to use that color thing, but I get it. That is technically, in case you are being confused, like, well, what does he mean that's a green? Yes, that is actually a long, I would call that a long Enigma. It's not green, unless he's talking about this one over here. It is pink because this is the McAfee Ultimate color. So he's got the McAfee Ultimate color filter turned on, which means that this is a very risky play because pink means we are very strong sell side position. So if we're catching this, it needs to be around a trap. This is a very dangerous thing. You are trying to trade this. I want to take everyone should take a screenshot of this right now. This is not the type of Enigma you want to play. If you want to filter Enigmas, this is the kind to filter out right here. When you are in an accumulation zone and it's just flattening out and one shows up, these are not the ones you want to play. Okay, you want to play these after a trap. Is there a trap here? I don't see it. There's no trap. If this were closer over here, then yes, but out here, this is a dangerous play, easy ones to filter. Take that in your notes. Take ones that look like this. Let me show you the ideal while we're talking about that. The ideal enigmas are going to be after a distribution leg type of scenario, okay, type of thing. And then when you see maybe a green one or whatever its color is, okay, yin yang in this spot, these are the ones we want to take, okay? And we're looking for price to come up and off of those when you are in a trap, not when, oops, the price is looking like this and you get a green enigma, filter this. Do not take this. Does everybody understand the difference? If you understand the difference in this enigma versus the other, type enigma in the comments here in our live stream. If you don't, type a 2. And let's see what we got here. This is a no. Got it? Easy one to filter in general. Okay, take those into account. Look back on your charts in your own backtest and your own market replay. You will see these are easy ones to filter out. Don't take those in general. We good? Excellent. He's very heavy on this position. Risky. Oof. Okay, why? Why do y'all do this? Why? Why do you slide the chart? What is the deal with this? See this? Okay, we're here. What is the need and necessity to slide the chart? This is wasted, and it can just, it's gonna mess you up. Don't do this, okay? Fingers over. Why? What does that do? What is that movement? Why are we doing this? Let the chart, let it do its own auto scaling. Very dangerous. Fidgeting with your chart. Oh, why? The price is inside of your tag now. I can't even see it. Oh, this is so dangerous. Oh, it hurts me. Oh, it hurts me. Oh. Okay, closing out the position. Yeah, I mean, he lost some on that, but again, I could tell you easy way to filter this, right? Don't get on these, and if you are, man, scalp it. Scalp it, get in, get out. Get in, get out. Okay. No surprise. Red Enigma, AudioBox sellers, MACV red. All right, Red Enigma, AudioBox sellers, MACV is red. Okay, MACV, yeah, solid red here, good. AudioBox, and he's got a Red Enigma on, not sure where. Let's see. Okay. All right, must be talking about this one here. Way behind on this. Way behind. Way behind. Again, another one that you can tend to skip. Another one where, I mean, look at us. We're in this accumulation zone. These are dangerous. Okay. Now, these can work out, but if I'm going to filter some, these are the kind I'm going to filter. What's our time of day? 9:38? No, 9:45. 9:45. Yeah, behind it, it's gonna be, we'll see. Let's see how this one works out here. Oof. Right into a shark. Oof. Hurts me. Okay, I'm very glad it worked out for you there, but dangerous, risky play. He did say AudioBox though, I forgot, and I couldn't hear it, so maybe it was super aggressive on the tape. So I'll give it that as well. DCDM, AudioBox buyers all over. So he's very much an AudioBox player, which that's great. So using the AudioBox here, DCDM. Where's the DCDM? I see one cross here. Another one. Okay, got it. And he said that the AudioBox is kicking with him as well. Okay, good stop placement. He should be bumping those targets out. Oof. Already hit T1. Oof. I'm glad he didn't go as heavy though in the position there. Okay, stop out there. See if he's gonna do a 2-try rule. Nope, no 2-try. Okay, Red Enigma, MacV, red, AudioBox sellers. So it should be a short. It's got red on MacVs. Red Enigma, I see it. Okay, this one I like a bit better. Let's see, can you see kind of the straight leg? We're kind of starting to move up. Boom, these are good ones. I like these. Coming up like this, yes, this is valid. You're gonna have to just like start to look back at your enigmas and see what I'm saying. Like look at the ones that fail and you'll see a lot of them kind of in this little wiggle room space. Still isn't great and ideal. Everything here is a little bit wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Not the greatest types of enigmas, are not going to be your most powerful, but I like this one because we spiked into this area a bit better than I like some of those other ones that were kind of flat wiggles. Yeah, very nice. Now, since that didn't go straight to it, I would push those targets down into that crab diamond area. Since we're already this far, I'd be moving those right into that crab space. Oh, it closed it out. Okay. Yeah, no big deal. Could have gotten a couple extra ticks there, no biggie. Yeah, there goes the full dump. Right on king timing. Okay, red Enigma, red MacV entered when I heard AudioBox. Cool. So MacV, red Enigma, and he waited until he heard the AudioBox. All right, so if he's behind on the play, I'm thinking he's talking about this one. Okay, cool. Here's the sellers off of that pink. He's waiting on the sellers. AudioBox, he said he heard it there. Again, a little bit nervous that he's doing it on ES. Something is jacked up with his chart. His chart is moved over for some reason. His mouse is not over the close. Oof. Very weird placement of the chart. Okay, there's his player. So just so we know, like he is playing the audio. You can see at the time 9:49:50. So he is playing one of our members that has this. He records the entire day. You'll see it's like a full 8-hour window. It's an 8-hour video. There he is playing that. That's how he's doing market replay using the day. And if you guys want to go follow that one, there is a channel called AlgoBox AudioBox. Again, not associated with us, but one of our members has been kind enough to have put that out there. If you guys want to go and subscribe to that channel, don't forget, folks, do the same thing here with us. That bell is not enabled. Okay, that is an empty bell. Your bell needs to be solid if you want all of those notifications. Do that on ours as well while you are at it. Ding! There you go. Okay, so let's go back to our full screen view here and continue on. Okay, he's in short still, holding on to his position. So at that target right there, he's at 750 for the play. So we got about 700 out of that play. Enigma plus AudioBox. All right, green Enigma AudioBox buyers all over. Okay, so that turns into a green afterwards. Let's see how that goes. Drop out off of the first one. Also take a note. Did you see the straight leg kind of up into this area? Remember I said straight leg, and then we kind of do this. Those are good ones. Turns into be a great Enigma. Start noting the differences on the ones that work and the ones that don't. The ones that are a bit wiggly, a little bit dangerous. Okay. Ones off of the traps are some of the best. Someone in our chat said, need to use Enigma with a trailing stop loss. No! No! Why do you guys just make stuff up? No, you should not be using it with a trailing stop loss. No. What should you do? Everybody type it in the chat instead of a trailing stop loss. How many times do I say it? It's the same thing I say every time. What is it? What do I say you should do? Now, mind you, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm talking to myself. Everything I'm saying here, I'm teaching myself as though I was sitting in a chair next to me. I'm teaching my younger self. Yeah, here we go. Teaching my younger self. If I were sitting there, I would be telling myself, hold till the what? Or T1. I mean, you do need to take T1. T1 is on the table, right? T1 for sure. But the runner is what? Hold till the opposing signal, right? Hold to the opposing signal, not trailing stops. I think trailing stops are so useless. Folks, write it down. Do I need to do a video on it? Why trailing stops are useless. I will show you how many ticks you are giving up by doing these trailing stops and how much that little safety net that you think is working for you is not working for you. You pressing the close button is still just as good. Well, no, Vinny, if it came down this way, well, that's because you're closing it too soon. All right, now, you want a break-even button? We have a break-even button. Okay, what's our break-even button? If you don't have this, oops, we do have a break-even button. Everybody take a note here. We're talking about these each night. Go to your hotkeys. We have a hotkeys video. Okay, in the hotkeys video, you are going to be using G1. This is your break-even button right here. Okay, call it the BE. Break-even button is going to... All right, break-even button right there. Boom, brings all your stops right up to your point of entry. You want to do that? I'm not going to fault you for that. Okay, but you will thank me later if you are already in runners and you hold to the opposing signal. Even like what you don't want to do, it's like you're literally maximizing your loss when you do this, guys. Let me give the example here. If the price, in fact, I had an example with BBQ earlier. Okay, price is going up and up and up and up with you. You've been riding this thing up, and then you start moving you got your stop down here, and you got it. Oh, I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna put it right behind here. Okay, all you're doing is you're just throwing this away. Fresh. Why would you want to do that? Because you're going to maximize your loss. Literally, you're maximizing your loss, not maximizing your winner. Okay, because this price, when it comes back down, it's probably going to do this. Okay, you could have closed it out here, or 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 here, any other place other than right there. Don't. It's dumb. Okay, because if this starts a new accumulation zone, because you've been riding, think about it, you're riding a distribution leg here. You accumulate, you distribute, and now you're going to accumulate again. Why would you want to close out at the bottom of an accumulation zone? You follow me? This is drilling it into you right here. This is what you do every time you guys do this nonsense of your trailing stop BS. Garbage, nonsense, turd. All right. I would rather see you hold it all the way back to your point of entry if the thing just absolutely goes bad. And yes, that will occur, occasionally happen that it comes all the way back down to your point of entry. Rarely those occur. Just do the back test on it. Do the back test, prove it to yourself, but see how many times that occurs, which again, is good for us out here when we do examples that you can learn. Remember, you can learn from your own mistakes, you can learn from other people's mistakes, or you can learn from someone else teaching you. And that's what we're trying to do here to speed up your process. That is exactly what shortcutting it is. That's what a mentor can do for you. All right, here we go. What's this one? He's got green Enigma, waited for audio box to sound to the buyers. All right, getting long on. There's an Enigma right there. Its color is red, but it is a green to the long position. However, we have to be concerned here with what? Number one, it is shorts favorable. It is MACVU, and your current MACV is all red. This is a very dangerous play. Does everybody see that already? I do not know the end results of this. I have not watched this video yet. First time I'm playing it right now. But I can tell you this will probably be a loss. How do I know that? Because what's the other thing about this Enigma? Type it in the chat. Look at this Enigma right here from what we've already talked about tonight. What's up with this Enigma? Why am I saying this will probably be a loss? This is a long Enigma. And remember, I'm just betting. Okay. Again, I don't know for a fact, but I am going to bet that this will be a loss. And I would rather take this as a reversal and target the back of it. Why? Well, first of all, MACVU, we already talked about all that. But what is it about the Enigma that's the problem that we've addressed here tonight? Which types of Enigmas do we want to take versus ones that we don't? Low Roller said, I love the half off position hotkey in the future. Yes, you could totally do that. We've got it in our wish list. And he said he loves Vinny rants. Triple smiley faces. Oh, good. I'm glad somebody loves him. King timing in accumulation. Yes. So this could reverse right back down to him. He is king timing, but I'm more concerned with the fact that we've gone up into an area and now we're accumulating. Now, if this were a short, I would rather see a red. If I had a red enigma, why? Because we've moved where? Where would the trap be? Okay, the trap is we moved up. Okay, so trap me, boop, and come back down. Okay, so I would rather see an enigma on this side pushing it down, but it's on the other side going up. It's literally the definition of a, again, can it work? Yes. But is it one that if you're going to filter, you don't want to take? Yeah. And especially when you've got red and red. But he did say he got audio box sound buyers. I can't hear it, so maybe it was super aggressive. Okay, but this should be a target one scenario. I'm not holding a big position. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. He's got a very small target there, so that's good news. He does also have a green dot over here. Okay, good. Okay, well, it worked out for, I don't know, I'd say it was good. I'm happy to see, that it worked out, but these are ones that if you want to, have a list of ones that you might want to skip out on, that might be one that I might want to skip. These are awesome, right? Why? Again, boom, coming way down. Okay, trap, get one, cool, awesome play to the long side. This one a little bit more nerve-wracking. I think this probably helped him out because we had the green dot here. We are, you can kind of tell over there. It looks like it's a spot to kind of push up on it. There's probably some other things working along with them. But just as a pure enigma, be careful on those. All right, let's move over to our next one. All right, we got 3 lions on the mic. Oh, that is a juicy intro. Me gusta.
All right, good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? This is Jeff, aka 3 Lions, an AlgoBox trader, here on this lovely Sunday afternoon, July 2nd, 2023. Just wanted to go over some of these trades I took in market replay. I believe it was June 23rd I did. Some good price action. Some really good moves. So, okay, the first trade we have here was an Omega. It was a
Alpha Omega continuation. Very cool. We don't get too many players that are doing those, but they're really great. Mike Schwartz, big fan of those. And here he goes. He is taking this first one as continuation.
14 with some delta flags, so I'm looking for a continuation. We're above the ropes.
What's our time of day? 10:33.
Target 1's hit. MACV is definitely slanted to the upside. So
boom, target filled almost instantly. Very nice.
Definitely started to turn up. We also had a headshot there on the MACV with a bright green.
Confluence of the headshot. Good call.
Power dot. I'm
just gonna let him walk through these. I'm just gonna crank it up and let him talk. I think these are good. Unless I need to correct something, but let's listen to him here.
All right. So that was trade 1. Okay, if you look at the tide, we have a big candle. Volume starting to come in. So I'm looking upwards, bigger.
All right, this is a good one, right? How do we know? Trap-ish. Right, we're moving way up. First one that we see, awesome, cool. I could take that down. Great type of enigma. One of my favorites. It looks juicy.
Picture, but I took this little enigma for going for a T1, T2, just a quick little scalp. Not sure if T2 got hit. T1 just got hit. All right, so I got stopped out on the second one. We'll call that basically a break-even trade. I think I lost a little bit on it. It's all right. You don't win them all. But in retrospect, I definitely wouldn't have taken that trade. All right, if you look up on the 3s, nice DCDM up there. Push them targets up. All signs are pointing up. MACV's green. We're above the ropes on the wave. We're starting to break above the rope on the tide. We're definitely above the ropes on the 2s. So I am really liking this trade. I have a lot of confidence going into this trade. So hence why I went a little bit heavy. Also, it's my 3rd trade. All right, so I closed out. Why? Because we got a cross very close to the target on the DCDM. So Vinny has said if you get a cross close to the DCM target, go ahead and close it out. All right, trade no.
Okay, so he is technically, now mind you, he is in market replay. So let's make sure we understand this. He's doing market replay. So this is not, live scenarios here. He says he's on a Sunday doing market replay. But what do we have here? He's got We've got our trade tracker down here. So what does this mean? He's got 1, 2. What do we call that? Green ones. Talking about the green ones, not this one. Okay. We had a winner, loser, winner. Pop quiz. Think about it. And again, when I ask these things, I'm not expecting you to get them wrong. It's just triggering your memory to drive it home with you, what you should be thinking if this is your trading. If you're in a live environment, which again, that's what we're practicing for, is what's our phrase for this? I should have said that at the beginning. What is our phrase for where he currently is, where he stands in his 5 trades? Standard operating procedures. He's got 2 winners. And this should have led you to the path of winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner. This should be enough for him to put dinner on the table. And anything beyond that should be a bonus. So where is he standing as of right now? His 2 trades in. He's up $920 with 1 winner, 1 loser, 1 winner. Increases the trade size from trades 1 through 5. So $920, right? Not bad. That's a pretty good day, right? Can you put chicken dinner on the table for your fam? Probably. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Then looking for, he should be mentally thinking about a what? A bonus. Now, this is if he's in a live market, not when he's market replaying. Practice, 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 practice. Yes, practice. Take trades. Take as many trades as you can when you are practicing, 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 practicing. But again, I've got to talk to those who are, remember, while you are trading live, this is speaking specifically to those who are going live. You're trading trader funding programs, etc. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what we want to do within our 5 trade sessions. This is our mental SOP, standard operating procedure for a business. Remember, we are here to do business as professionals. Carry on.
Number 4 is a big multi-strat power headshot inside of a PRZ, inside of a shark. Up there on the 3s. So we're going to go ahead and enter short. Stops behind the dot. Just looking for T1, T2. Also the MACV, if you look, is very extended, like a master strategy, which has quickly become one of my favorite filters when entering a trade. Super powerful. We also have divergence on the wave. So I think this one took a second to play out. I didn't go too heavy. Again, why? Because we're against the trend. Like right now, the trend is mostly upwards. We definitely found it looks like a bottom there on the MACV, big double bottom type deal. I think that was at like 10:30 a.m., which is always a big, or it might have been 9:45 a.m. All right, so targets were filled on that. Headshot, shark. All right, so now we have a green enigma going into trade.
All right, so now if that were a bonus, let's talk about this. You think about this. I want to trigger your brains while we are going through this stuff, thinking through this. He's got winner, winner, chicken dinner, plus a bonus. Now, this bonus, let's put a question mark on this. Was that a great bonus trade, right? Is that the one you want to be like, that's the one you want to sign your bonus to? There's a lot of thought around, yes, actually that was a great play. Why? He had a giant 17.4 sitting right there. He had a giant 12.3 on a high time frame 24, which this is rare to show up here as well anyhow. So he's got 2 big things plus the divergence. Let's just start counting up how much he had there. 1, 2, 3. Then red dot there plus across 4, 5. So he had 5 plus things there to take that as a bonus. Is that good? Yeah. He went from 900 and then he pushed himself to 1K on the day. Not too shabby. And remember, in a 250 trade day year, he's running at 250K a year, sitting there on a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Not even getting through a full 5 trades. Keep that in mind. I want you guys to start, thinking about the numbers on what is possible simply with winner, winner, chicken dinner plus a bonus, which is what I'm encouraging many of you to focus on. Again, not you. I'm talking to me. When I say you, I'm talking to Vinny Emini Micro sitting out there. If I'm talking about it to my old self, not you, because I don't give specific trading advice. As you guys know, entertainment and education purposes only. Carry on.
5. I was looking, all right, targets were filled really fast. I went ahead and re-entered because I was looking to pull something out. I have a PPRZ up on the MACV. So I'm like, let me see if I can get that.
Let's judge this Enigma. If you've taken the Enigma all by itself, judge it. Is this good or bad? Let's see in the chat how many people get this right. Type good or bad in the chat. If you think this is a good, just by itself, nothing else, just with this picture alone, is that a good long Enigma or bad? Or skip. I don't want to say bad ones, you know what I'm saying. But we'll use the word good or bad. That one good or one to skip. And then we'll come back to why. In fact, bonus for yourself if you can also type in why you say good or bad. All right. You should have said good based on what we've talked here tonight. We've got a nice down move. Now, if I had seen a green right here, would that have been good? No. Why? Because no, don't take enigmas in this. Blah, blah, blah. We get a move, and then yeah, let's go. All right. That's what we want. Nice enigma. That should be good because it's not in a very clear distribution zone. Very nice play right there. Let's see how it works out.
I'm looking at the tide. The candle is starting to push up, and I'm
now. It does not guarantee that it's always going to win. Okay, so if it doesn't work out, it does. No guarantees on any of these. But if you're looking at one to filter, you guys know the drill, right? Everything here, our stops are there for a reason. Any trade can be bad. Can have everything lined up for you, and you can still stop out. And that's why we have risk management and adjusting our size accordingly.
Not quite want to call it an igniting bar yet, but yeah, it's right there. Especially breaking above the rope there on the tide. We are above the ropes now on the wave. They are now crossed.
Now, he's already got his T1, so what should he be thinking? He's got a runner. What's the phrase that should be going through his head right now? Fingers over the close, and he should be saying to himself, type it in the chat, what's the phrase you want to be telling yourself as you're holding a runner. We hold till the, I know you got it now. Hold to the opposing signal. 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 As soon as he sees a red, he closes the position. That should be his current thinking here as where he is in the count, etc. Now, he could press the break even button when it's gone this far in his direction. Sure, there's no need to like take a loss on this. He's already locked in some profits. He's got some. So press the G1. Again, I'm going to keep harping on these hotkeys. Press G1. Boom, break even. No problem. Now, do that at the appropriate time, not too early. But once the trade's moving on your way, yes, go ahead and press the button to pump that back in there if you're going to hold to the opposing signal.
On the MACV.
Okay, there's your stop out right there.
This is trade 5 here, so quite frankly, I probably could have called it on a regular. If it was trading live, I probably would have called it right there at trade 4.
All right, I did not even know that was going to come out to be a loss there, but again, got a good amount. I'd like to see how much that was. So on an entry, even if he's behind it, that is. Oh, I was hoping I could count the points. I really can't really tell. Yeah, I was hoping I could count the points. Good move up. I think it got him 20 ticks out of it. The second one coming in. No need to give that one up. Press the break even button on that second one.
Carry on. A chicken dinner type deal. Not wanting to push it. But right now I'm going for as much practice as I can get, as I'm sure many of you are. All right, so we got stopped out. All right, then I entered short for a quick scalp. Now I'm going to be honest with you. That was a fat finger move. I meant to go long, but the trade worked out for me. So I won't take credit for it. I'm not that good. So I immediately, even though the targets are filled, I immediately flip long.
All right. I think he said that he's doing a 2-try rule, which that's fine. Perfectly fine. You see the play come back into your area, especially one, because what did it do? It went blah, 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 straight down. Boom. Cool. Then we've got movement. This is not doing this. That's good. So lots of movement there. No problem taking a 2-try rule entry. Let's see how that works out.
Original idea. I'm pushing out some targets. Why we have a huge J-hook on the MACV. We're still green. Now the mistaken trade, that was trade 5 technically. Even though it was a mistake, I still counted it as 5, and we're gonna make this one the bonus. Just because, you know, it worked out. T1, T2 were hit. All right, so there we go. We got another green enigma here. We have a lot going for us. Price is in an accumulation zone, as you can.
All right. Evaluation. Enigma by itself, good or bad? And then tell why. Good or bad, tell why. Just looking at that right there, all by itself, I just want you to evaluate enigmas. I want you guys to get good at those. So you guys who are using the enigma system, you learning to pick good ones out of these, man, it will. I mean, I'm talking to myself. Vinny, you must believe it will absolutely help your P&L, bruh. All right. All right. So very cool. You should have said good. This is good. Why? This is a trap. Look at the move down. Yeah, these are good. Like this. That's a good one. You said good one. Pat yourself on the back. Not in a little accumulation zone type of thing. Now, his is a little bit more difficult to see. I will say he has a very big zoom out. I actually like this. He gets to see a lot of stuff. He's super zoomed out. He's using a 4K screen. So if you are wondering, why is his look, I would say tends to feel like it's small. He's on a 4K screen. He is really using up his screen real estate. I applaud him on that. I actually think that is great. It's not a hindrance. It's actually a positive. So good stuff right there. Let's see how this one goes.
Let's see. Looking to try to break this accumulation zone. I believe we'll get a significant move outside of it. Banking on the upside. Just based off of the J hook we have. And that J hook is textbook. We have that triple crown look, as Vinny says. I believe we're about to get a fakie leg, which you'll get in those J hooks, where it really does fake you out. It really does give you the impression that it's going against you, and it gets you a little shook up. I think I actually did get stopped out, or I closed it and then I re-enter once I realized it was going. I put a line in the sand. If you notice that white line where the enigma is, that's pretty much my line in the sand, where I'm judging things are gonna work or not gonna work. Big delta flag just popped up on the 2s, so that's why I added. Looks like T1 was hit on that second add. Now that J hook is.
All right, so he's in runner position now. So in runner, what are we holding to? I'm going to drill this. Y'all are going to hear me over and over. This is why y'all are going to be the best traders ever, because I'm going to say this over and over. Hold to the what? 2 words. Hold till the what? And everybody said opposing signal. That's right. Hold to the opposing signal. Hold to the opposing signal. Hold to the opposing signal. He should have his finger over his hotkey for the close. If he's going to be wiggling around, moving things around, that's fine. He should have his thumb on the G6. If you don't know what this means, get it, learn it. Thumb on the G6. This is a button on your hotkeys on the left-hand side of your keyboard if you're using the keyboard that I recommend for you guys to use. Okay, there's the G6 right there. Bottom key, thumb on it. Here's your hand, planted hand. These are fingers, of course. Okay, there we go. Thumb, you're ready to go. Hopefully you've got longer fingers that you can reach up there and, yes, and press the G1 up here. There's your break-even key. Okay, and you guys know the rest of the hotkeys. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go watch the hotkeys video to know, but he should have his finger, or in this case, his thumb, over the G6 if he's going to be moving other stuff around or adding to position, which, again, he's a very active trader. He's a mover. He knows what's up. He's been around a while. Jeff knows his stuff. Carry on.
He's really starting to play itself out.
Okay, he's got his mouse over here. Hope he's got his thumb over that G6. Hold to the opposing signal. Hold to the opposing signal. Hold to the opposing signal.
Alright, so it's pulling back now. That's right. I think this is that fakey leg where I started to say, oh shoot, maybe this ain't gonna work, but you know, we're also coming up to the 200 there.
There's the stop.
There it is. I got stopped out.
Bummer.
Excuse me. But that's that. Now I'm like, oh shit. Okay,
happens. Now, I want to point something out. So, where would we have stopped if we were at winner, winner, chicken dinner? Let's look at the numbers. So, WWCD puts us at what? About 900. I think it was more than that. It's not, it's on the high side, but we'll go, let's say we're at 900. Okay. Winner chicken dinner plus a bonus puts them at 1,000 on the session. Winner chicken dinner plus bonus at 1,000. Now, continuing a trade, sure, somewhere in there he was at a high. I don't know what his high point was. We can look at the high watermark. But now, one trade, taking it back, he was at, I think, around 600. So which one do you want to take home? Do you want to do extra effort and do a $600 take home, right? Extra effort. Working longer hours, getting paid less. Weird, right? So I'm telling you that you will maximize. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't, and again, if you're market replay and you're practicing, yes, keep going. But I want to point out, to drive this home while you are going live, that you really want to think about, again, coming into your business, selling to the customers who come through your door. Don't force them. Don't continue to try to push. Cadence will come into the market on you. And winner chicken dinner plus a bonus, you will find yourself maximizing your plays. Not every day. I'm not saying every day. I'm saying statistically over time, you will find winner chicken dinner plus a bonus, or no bonus. Winner dinner chicken dinner. If there's nothing, if the market just is a slow poke that day, there's no catalyst, no earnings season, no FOMC, no contract rollover, no quad witching, no Bank of Japan. No, yes, I'm going through the whole list here tonight, folks. Write them down while you're here. Okay. Feel like there's one. No quad witching. Did I already say that one? And contract roller, I think I said that one. And earnings season, you know the drill. All right. Okay. First of the month, middle of the month, 401k money coming in, etc.
For on the Mac V, there's my line in the sand. It went right back to it fast, so I went ahead and added in plus size.
Okay, so he's coming back into it again. I don't think he did. This was the one before where there was a 2 try. Nope, this is the first one he did on this one. So there's a second try, 2 try roll, breaks through. It was really smart to play this white line. That is a technique that you'd have to go to my live streams to have seen. I don't have a separate video for this, but you'll see me do this. I draw that white line, well, except in the DCDM. In the DCDM video, I do show you how to do that, but the DCDMs now automatically draw that for you if you have that enabled. As you can see, he has those turned on with his crosses, so he gets auto white lines already. But if you don't have those on, manually draw it, and it's not for the crosses, but he drew that white line in the sand and said, this is my place where I will replay. Very smart. Jeff is a seasoned veteran of the AlgoBox players, and great play here from Jeff.
Now that J-hook is almost looking textbook, picture perfect. I'm
he
like,
wants to hold to the opposing signal,
so
since he's already kind of pushing
more confidence in this trade than I did a few minutes ago.
Oof, I see it right there, though. I see the red dot up there, so he's got to be a little bit
in.
careful. Oh, there we go. He's getting his
below the enigma
working in there.
Is directly below the enigma, but
those are a little bit more dangerous, as you guys know. We've talked about why. Works in his favor.
Start taking a little bit off at the top of that
Take
accumulation.
a little off.
Now look
Very
how
cool.
that
There's your close. There's your close. There's your close. Oof. Okay, so that's a close for me. I'm closing half my position or the whole thing. If it breaks, then I can add back to the position. Let's talk about that one right there. There's your opposing signal. Does everybody see it? Does everybody see that? There's your opposing signal. Hold to the what? Hold to the opposing signal. That is a nice big move from there up to there. Just hold. It gets out. See how much easier that would be just to hold to the opposing signal. Boom. Close it out. Max it out. Then if it breaks, you can add back and put on a partial position right above that, no problem. Break of that opposing signal, no problem. But close out the position, or close at least half the position, which, let's see, this is an older video, or he may not have the latest. I don't know when he wrote. I didn't look to see what the date was on this video. I do not see the half buttons here. Remember, in our current version, if you've got the latest version, if you don't have the half buttons in full and flatten, go get our latest version. Go download it. Current version is 9.9.2.2. as of today's date. A new one will be coming out next week with some new feature enhancements, including the new calc method that will go across all of the platform that will increase your performance across the boards, which means that those of you guys who have even faster machines, you will just be blazing, and those who have a little bit slower machines or on a laptop, our system will run like a dream. Looking forward to that one in the next release there. All right, carry on.
Trap down at the
Let's
low
see how
of the
this
day,
played.
Which was about 9:45 a.m. I believe. You see that impulse leg up, and then that J hook look.
Boom. Now, If he re-adds to the position, grab a couple of contracts right here. No big deal. That would be awesome. Grab 2, maybe 4 contracts. Is that 8 he still got on there? Looks like, oh no, it's just 4. Okay. Good play. I like it. But I would play on the safe side. I would close out part of my position. We've got a cluster right there. We got that. We got this. Yeah, close out close out part of that position, in my opinion. And then add to that if you think it's going to keep going, which is great.
And it takes off, and I believe that we just rip for the rest of the day. The bar's igniting over there on the tide. Things are looking really, really strong to the upside.
Ah, he called out the ignition bar. Jeff is a scholar and a gentleman right there. Look at that. That is a RBI. What do we call that? RBI. Now, I can't take credit for that. That is my old mentor. I'll come back to you on that. I always thought this one, RBI, red bar ignored. I always thought about the baseball play on this. But yes, that's the RBI. He gets the RBI with the ignition bar. That bar right there is literally solid from top to bottom, and that bar was completely ignored, blown through. Very nice, as he calls it right there. Oh, Oliver Velez. Okay, got to give OV the Oliver Velez with the RBI, taught from one of my prior mentors. Only 2, I tell you guys that you want to go listen to somebody who, you know, big picture, just old school, knows all this stuff. Again, he's not programmatic, but the teachings and trainings that I got from them that I was able to code later, very, very cool stuff. Oliver Velez and Joseph James of School of Trade. Great teachers, amazing teachers. If you're not going to do me, listen, go talk to them. Okay, just skip ICT. Waste your time. Those guys will waste your time. Whereas Joseph James talks fast. You guys are like, oh, Vinny talks fast, bro. Wait till you hear Joseph James, right? That guy's on speed all the time, I swear. And Oliver Velez, those guys really know their stuff and won't waste your time if you want to listen in.
That's why I was adding, and my targets were getting hit pretty fast. But I'm taking some off. It's starting to hesitate. Now, realistically, looking back at it, I should have had all the confidence in the world in this trade. But, you know, once you're in the trade, once you're going through the motions, it's a little bit different. You start thinking with that fight or flight mindset. You know, you start thinking, we're not using the same brain as when we're not in front of the screens trading. We're very logical after hours and when we're not trading. It's when you sit in front of the screen and you start to have to make decisions that are almost totally against human instinct. Because particularly want to look for safety and security, and trading is very risky. And now, we're not in physical harm, but it's still the same survival instincts. I think that's a big part of it, because we know money is our survival. And to lose money is a threat to our survival. I believe that's a big part of why we get into that mode once we start trading. And I mean, any trader knows what I'm talking about. I might not be wording it perfectly, but everybody that trades knows exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be it here. I'm going to keep letting it run. I think I pulled up the stats for us at the end of the video. Now, I had targets way out to J-Hook 3. Ultimately, it did end up...
Okay, so I just noticed, I was like looking at Jeff has the coolest layouts, I'm telling you. I just noticed he's using like a gradient. I was like, wait, why do his bars look so cool? He's got a gradient. That's pretty neat. I don't think I've even tried to use a gradient on my bars before, but that looks pretty neat. Those really, I don't know, something hot going on there with those. I might have to try that out there, Jeff. And I love his background. I actually asked him the other day to send me his background here of the AlgoBox, kind of got this fade effect going on, kind of gradient style, looking pretty hot. But I want to point out that trade got pretty risky pretty quick. You know, ultimately take off the position right here, ends up coming right back to it. So, you know, you're kind of right there. You can get some extra ticks out of it, but sometimes not worth it. He does have the position here, you know, and he got some extra out of it. So I'm glad that it did work out that way. He is doing market replay. So again, I'm not critiquing him for like, you know, continuing to go on and trade. Yes, get as many licks in, get as many ticks in as you can. The more that you practice, then when you get to those winner chicken dinners, it will make all of that easier. So great stuff. More clicks, more ticks.
All right. What if I was, you know, in the live market, would I really? No, I would have been taking him off at T1.
All right. And he just said it right there. If he's in the live markets, yes, he's going to be doing these things, but he's in market replay, practicing, trying to, you know, hold position. So kudos to him. but I think he's teaching the same things that I am. Where's he at right now for his P&L? Oh, he's still got a position open, so I can't tell. Let's see where
Further
he's at.
setups beyond that. So I think all in all, it was like a $3,000 morning, and I traded with the same size I normally would trade. Maybe a little bit heavier, but not by much. I mean, using the Apex 50K account, I trade up to 10 contracts. Do I ever put 10 on? Not really. On the 150K account, I will. Yeah. So, but it has to be doing like it was doing, going in my favor. It is working out. I'm not adding to the losers. So that's pretty much gonna be that. And again, don't forget to do me a favor, like, subscribe, do all the things.
Hold the opposing signal.
Really appreciate it.
Hold to the opposing signal. Hold to the opposing signal.
Stats here.
Hold to the opposing signal.
And that is just a little video of my thought process. I'm by no means somebody you should be.
All right, you closed it. Did you get one up here? No. Let's see how far it goes.
You know, I know I like to watch other people's trades, how they.
Now, if he holds it out to this target, that's technically an opposing signal. Okay, if he's got a visual and he's got a visual on that target, and what else could show up right in front of that target? A cross, right? If you got a cross right in front of that, cool, he's good. That is an opposing signal. That's why I don't just say a red. Okay, opposing signal.
So that's why
can be a different
I think
color.
it's beneficial. But
Ends
anything
it
I say
at
that
3K on the day.
Nice.
Nice.
In the Discord or through Vinny, you disregard everything I say and you listen to him. Okay, so these are like a $3,000 profit. Profit factor was really good. It was like a 3. I can't really read it right now, but it was like 89% win rate. Max drawdown was like $1,000. It was pretty good stats. Hopefully you got something from the video, guys. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend. Spend time with the family. Remember why we do what we do. Until next time, take care. Have a good one.
Beautiful work there, sir. 3 lions. Excellent stuff. Now, I held you out here till 90 minutes. We're right here at an hour and 30 minutes. Don't forget to go check out the announcement section left-hand side of Discord for the discounts. Tell your friends about it. Lifetime access includes the 3 fully automated robots, Lunchbot, Headshot, 2-finger salute, and the Enigma bot panel, which is my lifeblood right now. That is included in the lifetime option. There are only 25 seats though for this. So just once those 25 are done, it's done. So make sure if you were thinking about doing that, don't miss out on that. All right, folks, I will catch you guys in the next one. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and the rest of the gang, I am sending out the big H-Town. See ya.